women don't rule the world yet, but they are making great strides and are really catching up. One such woman is Ninsiima Kibuuka. Diana is the Executive Director of Business Networking International, or BNI Uganda chapter, the world's leading business networking and referral organization. This woman in the lead is a Cambridge University trained lawyer also working with Mukumbya Musoke advocates.
And when I hear someone talk about women in the lead, a woman in the lead is a woman who has gone in front of others, a woman who's a pioneer in a new space, or a woman who has broken the glass ceiling, as we say. You know, she's been the first to take up a position in the space, or she's been the first to create, innovate, and most importantly for me, a woman in the lead means that there are other women following. So that woman in the lead has to create space for other people, for other women to follow into the spaces where she is. She has to hold the door open so that other people can come in.
Away from her professional life, this charismatic leader is another force working to create change in the lives of many young girls. She was inspired by the relaxed attitude of white-collar professionals towards charity work.
But I have also volunteered with many NGOs, and one of them is Project Girls for Girls Uganda, where we are intentional about mentoring women and girls to take up leadership in different spheres, in different spaces. The whole aim being that women can, so women should, but sometimes we need to be taught how to. And so in Project Girls for Girls, we encourage, we empower, but we also equip women to take action and to say yes to leadership. I went and did a program called the Female Future Program. And during that program, I remember I was talking to a lady who was a human resource manager for one of the companies which bottles, which manufactures a product. And so she said to me, she said, one of the biggest challenges I find is that educated people, male or female, are so easy to lead. They don't question anything. They don't challenge the status quo. They are more concerned about their benefits on the job. They are more concerned about their comfort zone. They are more concerned about their individual happiness. But when I look at the blue-collar workers, the workers who are who don't have master's degrees and all those titles, when I look at how they work, they are more concerned about the collective good. They will challenge the status quo. They will ask management difficult questions. And so she said, white-collar workers or people who are very highly educated, they are just pushovers. They are pushovers. They are so easy to send one direction. For me, that was a game changer. I began to ask myself, in the spaces that I'm in, what do I need to question? What are we just accepting as status quo? What is the collective good? What is the agenda? How do I form the agenda? How do I start asking questions that contribute to getting us to where we need to go? And that changed me because I became a leader. I think in my mind, I decided to sit at the table as there's a book called Lean In. I decided to lean in, and I've been doing that since.
Making important decisions about certain issues in life can sometimes be difficult, and we may feel hopeless if we don't have where to turn to or who to lean on. For Diana, it has always been family among other values.
I will say really that one of the first values is family. I come from a very large family, and that family has stood by me, has advised me, has educated me, has created opportunities for me. But also in that family, I know I have a safe space to fail, a safe space to learn, a safe space to adapt, and I can take any challenge that I have, and I know that that challenge will be shared.
A wife, Mother, a lawyer, business executive, and social change maker, she definitely wears many hats as a leader. So how would her approach to leadership be described?
So as a leader, I am very strong at building personal relationships. So I have learned that I must have my circle of influence. And those are the people in that circle are the ones I can directly influence. Okay? And then those people I influence will go out and influence others. So with the people that I am going to engage with, I really have to know you, and I make time to understand you. I make time to understand what's important to you. I make time to understand what you don't like. I make time to understand how do you feel respected. And I make time to communicate in a way that you prefer. For my family, it has been managing their expectations by largely letting them know what my job entails. So for example, before, when we used to travel a lot, I would let them know my schedule. A year in advance, I would know my schedule. I would know when I'm traveling. I would let everyone know. For my sons who are in school, I used to visit their schools once a month intentionally. I used to sit in their classrooms. I used to understand, make sure that teachers know me, because I knew that I would not always be around. Today, it's fortunate that we're doing homeschooling, so they see me more and I'm involved in their homeschooling, and I support them in that. And with my husband, I think the one thing that I will say, it is understanding him and understanding how we can create time away from the children, from my job, put aside all that I'm doing and actually just have that time to talk to him, to engage with him, yes, to hear him out, yes.
If given a magical opportunity to write a letter to a much younger Diana, this is what she would have to say.
Okay, so I would say, dear Diana, the world wants you to succeed, okay? And I would tell her to ask for help. Ask, and ask. Ask for help. The people you meet along your path will provide guidance, resources, and will open doors for you to be able to achieve your dreams. But if you don't ask, you will not be able to benefit from their wisdom, from their experience, from their lessons. And the reality is, there is always somebody who has gone before you. So if you ask them, they will help you navigate, and they will help you get to your destination much faster. What I know now that I never knew at 25 is that really everybody does it afraid. Even the greatest leaders face uncertainty, face challenges, but they do it afraid. And what do I mean? You might be there and you have that dream of starting a small business. You might be there and you have that dream of changing your career from one space to another. You might be there and you're afraid of taking that leap into marriage. You're afraid of everything, starting a new job, going to study again. But the reality is, there is uncertainty. And every leader must conquer that uncertainty and fear and step out and do it afraid. It's only when you've taken 5 steps that you begin to feel there's firm ground, there's solid ground. Not everything is certain from day one. So what I know now is that every leader faces moments of uncertainty and must overcome their fear to do it afraid until they are comfortable in the space that they need to be.